r/PETTYREVENGE posted BYU/sad appearance 32479 hours ago, 8 years in the making but finally worth it. So this starts years ago when I was 19 and my ex, let's call John, was 22. I was the big-eyed head over heels falling for him. The kind of young and infatuated that you would put up with anything. So John and I dated for 5 years, and in that time he cheated on me, dropped out of college, quit working for the last 3 years of it. Which I didn't mind because he still paid bills thanks to his trust fund, even bought a new car in cash while not working. Our relationship rift started when I wanted to go to grad school. I told him that I might have to work less and need help with the bills, which he shut down immediately. This was kind of my last straw in the relationship. He could essentially hold my worth as useless in the relationship by cheating on me but can't support me even slightly. So one day I told him how I felt. He told me the cheating was because he wasn't sure of his sexuality and believes he might be bisexual. So what was I supposed to do now? 4 years into a relationship we agree we can try an open relationship. Obviously this is where the falls apart. He gets upset that I was hanging out with another guy, which I thought was hypocritical. A few months pass and John declares that he is gay. I'm not upset or hurt. I continue to try to be a friend and supporting because I know his family is very homophobic. Because we dated for so long, much of our bills were together, so once I could get out of everything financially we officially break up. I think, well, that's that. Wrong. John started the slander train, telling people I cheated on him, trying to turn my childhood friends against me. He was very still much in the closest. Little did he know many of his accounts were still logged into my phone and computer, including his iCloud. So I went through a deep dive, screenshotting everything I know that is taboo to his family, him getting railed, him with a dick in his mouth. You get the idea. Found more evidence of him cheating throughout the years. I didn't do anything with the photos until 3 years later. Apparently a mutual friend said he was still in the closet talking about me to his family. So I started a group chat on FB Messenger with everyone we both knew and uploaded the screenshots and photos. Immediately removed myself from it and let chaos ensue. This has nothing to do with his sexuality but him being an asshole to me. I know life is difficult and hard for the LGBT community. If I could have shown his family what shit he was without outing him, I would have. Edit. For clarification, none of the photos were nudes or in the area of revenge porn. Just him kissing guys with the implication. Screenshots solidified that he was cheating on me for years. I would not subject his siblings to see that. As far as his safety, I did this a month ago. He lives hundreds of miles away from his family and is also 30 and from my understanding doing well for himself. Edit 2, so I did not expect this to blow up. So to clarify and answer some questions, why was not having support for grad school the last straw and not cheating? Again, I was a freshman in college when we met. I was dumb and naive. He was my first serious relationship. People put up with a lot of things when they're young and don't know better. By the time I was thinking of grad school came around, we were already 4 years in. It was literally the only thing I asked of him. This is so much more I sacrificed in my own career growth for our relationship. He also took me fucking ring shopping multiple times. Once with his grandmother. And anyone older knows that from 18 to 21 is a weird time of figuring out things. Did I share nudes of my ex? No, none of them were actual nudes. They were only messages and photos of him fully clothed kissing / implying a sexual relationship, aka PDA. I only attached photos that were from the time we dated. I did not care what he did afterwards. Again, I took screenshots at the end of the breakup. Mostly from that thing you do when you're upset. I never intended on outing him. It wasn't until I moved back to my hometown 3 years later that I found out what he was saying about me. Do I regret it? We grew up in the deep south, think all the Southern belle stereotypes. Everyone knows everyone. My hometown has a population of 6,000, the county is 35,000. Him saying I was a cheater for hanging out with a guy is literally public slander from where I'm from. So no. Is his life in danger? Not at all. This is a grown 6'3" man in his 30s. His family might disown him, but no one is killing him. He lives states away living his best life from what I've seen on social. I literally checked just for you guys to make sure he's still alive. His trust fund is also from his late father, so no one is touching his money either. So what happened to your friends? I wouldn't really say anyone sided with another. It wasn't an abusive relationship, just a bit emotional and jerking. I hold no malice for anyone wanting to be his friend. Obviously, moving away and getting older, friends grow apart. I never told anyone he was gay or anything about our relationship until I sent that group chat. The group chat was compiled of his last immediate family and a select few mutual family friends. And for everyone saying I was wrong for outing him. It wasn't about him being gay, it was about him being a manipulative cheater and lying to make himself look good. He just so happened to cheat on me with other men. I could give a fuck less about who he is attracted to. And yes, I did get tested for all STDs, and I would have if it was female partners also. Stereotypes about the LGBT community is nothing but damaging. Don't intimidate your roommates. I, 33 currently live with 3 roommates. B, S, T. B decided 2 months ago that she was unhappy and going to move out after 7 months of no complaints. This shortly changed after she looked around and realized how good her rent was for the size of her room, massive. She became very toxic after this, demanding strict rules, accusing us of stealing and trespassing in her room, and trying to intimidate us during encounters in common spaces. She even tried to change the proportion of utilities paid based on how often we each had guests over. We live in a city with very strong tenant protections. It is very difficult to evict someone. All we can do is ask her to leave, which we have done multiple times. Q The pettiness. S is the master tenant. If he moves out, everyone else has to move or sign a new agreement with the landlord at a new rent level. And I decided to stick it to her and move out. We waited until the last day we could tell her, giving her 30 days to find a place. B was speechless. Not only that, I found out through our landlord's employee that her credit was bad and she will not be considered for a new lease. It continues. Started receiving letters from the unemployment office last week. In a span of a couple weeks, she picked an unnecessary fight and lost a place to live and her job. Cosmic retribution at its best. And I found a new place yesterday and will be out of here in 7 days. I can't wait to tell B to fuck off as I take the Wi-Fi router, turn off the internet in the apartment, and block her number. Edit, S is moving out as well. Edit, grammar needs improvement.